Welcome to another episode of the 151 Collective, where you will hear all things collecting and much, much more. I am your good-looking co-host, Zack Mo, aka fucking Jewel Charger.
I'm your co-host, Collector, aka Roland Pedal Switch.
I don't know what that is.
It's for a piano. And there happens to
Sounds
be a box for
boring.
one right in front of me.
Yeah,
A
for
pedal
some
switch
reason
that goes
holding
under the
on to
piano.
a. For some reason, I have a Jewel Charger in my hand. Full
I have
USB
a code
part.
that I'm playing with.
That's fun.
Yeah,
So
I was waiting since last week because I was like, I'm ready next time because I never have
I keep
one.
forgetting to do this.
You're the one who started this. We can stop it at any time. There's no
Oh,
one
I will
forcing us
never
to do
stop.
this. All right. Well,
Never.
there you have it, folks.
Never ever.
Hopefully you
Forever.
like this
Forever
segment.
ever.
Let us know in
Forever
the
ever.
comments or in Discord if you like this segment or if you think it's dumb.
It's not even a segment.
If you like
It's
this
just
bit.
yeah, it's a bit, and it's fun, and I'm sure everybody just looks forward to see. That's why
All
they
week
turn
I
it
think
on.
to
They turn it
myself,
on for 30 seconds just to hear the AKAs, and then
what
they
is
turn it
Zack
off.
Mo gonna AKA himself as this week?
All right, he said it. Now I can stop watching and listening. That's it. I'm done.
Get this stupid podcast out of my ears.
Pokemon market. Who cares? Big
Yeah,
whoop.
yeah, right.
No way.
You know, like a Charizard? Fuck you.
Fuck you. So I was wondering, since we last talked, which was, what, I don't know, we talk almost every day. Um, I've been wondering since last Tuesday. How's your week been collecting been?
My week in collecting has been kind of uneventful as far as Pokemon collection goes. I got some like Pokemon adjacent items, Pokemon card adjacent items. I got a new neon sign of Gengar. I got this new Gengar shirt that I'm wearing.
Let me ask you another question. Why does
Okay.
Gengar suck?
That next question.
Go ahead.
Um,
Continue.
I don't know that I honestly got a whole lot else in the way of like my personal collection in the last week. I
For the record, I don't
realized
think Gengar sucks. I just like to talk shit to Tim. I mean, Collector.
I
Oh,
realized I
I
was
got you.
missing Chilling Rain booster box, a Chilling Rain booster box in my sealed collection, which
Mm-hmm.
was a huge bummer because I
So
have an
did you
open
get one?
case for stream, but the open case for stream has really shitty boxes. Like they're ugly. They're like not sealed nicely.
I'm sure
So
they
now
don't
I
have
have
that.
an ugly Chilling Rain box in my personal collection, which is not what I like. What else did I get? Oh, I got an art set of Surging Sparks blisters, check lane blisters that have 2 promos and a coin.
That's
That's
fun.
the only thing I buy like in a retail setting these days. If they have like check lane blisters or 3-pack blisters, because those come in really large cases from wholesale and distribution, and I really only want like one art set. So rather than buy like several hundred of them and then have to sell them and they're kind of clunky and annoying, I just pay regular retail price from a store and I buy one of each art, stick them in the box. The sealed box. I really don't think there was much else I got in the way of my own personal collection this week.
Sounds
I've been
mid as fuck.
buying a Miriam. That's like next on my radar.
My
But yeah,
Miriam.
I just really like the card and I think it has a good future. Even if it doesn't, I don't care because I really like it a lot. I think it's the best trainer that we have in the Scarlet Violet era, and that's, I guess, nobody really agrees with that opinion, but I think the card is phenomenal.
I agree
So
with all your opinions.
I want a PSA 10 copy of that card. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't talk about, so I got a new, I did get a new slab. I got a new Gengar slab. I bought it in Discord from Keeks. It is a Population 7 Top Series 2 Tower of Terror Gengar. It's bad ace.
Sounds
I'm
terrible.
very, very excited to have added it to my collection. I forgot that happened in the last 7 days, but it quickly jumped to one of my very favorite Gengar slabs that I own. Certainly the most rare card that I own, a Pop 7 PSA 10 is really low pop. Ooh, nice Charizard. And I don't think I pulled anything, though, for myself. I didn't really open too much. I opened like 4 or 5 packs of prismatic. Got nothing. Nothing to write home about. And yeah, I think that was it. Really, kind of a boring week in collecting. One great slab, new Gengar neon sign, new Gengar shirt. Wanna buy Miriam. You're showing off Chaz ads.
My week, I opened some Obsidian. Did I pull that? I
Obsidian
don't remember.
is incredibly popular right now
Yeah,
on the
well, I've been
streams.
saying it for how freaking long.
Dude,
Obsidian
you're
hits.
you're preaching to the choir here about saying things over and over and over and over and over again, but
Yeah, but
history
nobody
repeats
listens to
itself.
you.
No one listens.
Yeah, because
History
you
repeats itself.
talk too much.
Perhaps that is something I've been told.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you do a rip and ship where there's nobody else to talk to.
That's true. I have to talk a
So,
lot. It's
yeah, I
weird when
mean, it
it's
makes
quiet.
sense. It
It's
makes
very
sense that you
strange when
talk
I'm
a
not
lot.
talking.
That's fair. It's also really strange when you don't have music on in it.
Yeah, when we did like the subscriber only streams,
Yeah, that was so
yeah, it
awkward. I
was
hated it.
really, really weird. I had music on. I had headphones on, so I was listening to music.
I wasn't. I was just listening to you breathe heavily while you're pulling cards out of packs. It was terrible.
I mean, we needed to do that at that time. I'm glad that we did it. I wish that we could have
What was
music,
that?
but
That was Prismatic Drop?
yeah, prismatic release. It was just an absolute disaster zone on any streaming platform. So we went sub only and catered to the
Drop.
homies. I had a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
if you're
people
not
order
subbed
and
to
then
just
cancel. It
to,
was
to the Collectors Club Discord, I don't know what's wrong with you, or TikTok. That was sub only on TikTok. Whatever. If
it
you're
was
not
sub
subbed,
only
I
on
don't know what's
TikTok.
wrong with you.
But yeah, I don't even think you can sub on TikTok right now because of all the drama that's going on with TikTok.
No, I keep trying. I keep trying to do it uh from settings on Apple,
Yeah.
and it doesn't let me do it there either.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
don't think so.
definitely
It's definitely a
whack
little wonker doodles at the moment.
word. Whoa, when the fuck did I get this?
Zack Mo just using this time to look at his collection. I sent you that.
Oh. No, to be honest, I'm looking for something for Jimmy's shoes,
Got
and
it.
it literally just crossed my mind. And I feel like if I don't do it while we're talking, I'm gonna forget.
Got it.
And if it's for Jimmy's shoes, I don't want to forget because I don't know how many weeks in a row we can preach how much Jimmy's shoes is a goat.
He's
You
the
know what I
man.
mean?
I do.
He
I
really
agree.
is. And I have a feeling that I don't have it, but whatever. So that's fun. Your new
Perfect. Good job.
Gengar.
Yeah.
I mean, it
I got
wasn't a boring week in collecting.
no,
You got
the
a
slab was
Gengar.
exciting. I forgot about it having arrived in that time frame.
Yeah, and if you
I
don't know
immediately put a new
Collector,
bumper on it and put it right in the slab box.
if you don't know Collector, the man loves his Gengar.
I do
So,
like Gengar quite a bit.
oh,
Gengar
look at that.
is numero uno. I got a new Gengar hat too. I literally only got Gengar stuff.
Why do I have so many Charizards not in a binder?
I don't know.
Especially expensive ones.
Oh, I got McDonald's cards too for my
Oh, what'd you get
kids,
from there?
and I basically like we all kind of open them together. Melody, my oldest, takes all the Pikachu's, but I took the non-hollow Umbreon, non-hollow Charizard.
Well, the Umbreon's like 35 cents.
Yeah, I just took it. Like it's just a good card to hold on to. It's cool artwork. It's the same artwork they used on the 3-pack blisters, which is an expensive PSA 10. So maybe someday it'll be worth money. Who knows? I just took it. I have 2 extra packs for in the office
This
for if I'm ever feeling like I need to rip. Mimikyu VMAX. What about it?
is this an alt art?
Mm-mm. No, sir. That is a
But there
Brilliant
is an alt
Stars
art, right?
trainer gallery from Brilliant Stars. It's
I
not
don't
an
know.
alt.
Jimmy Shoes, this is the one I have.
That's not what he needs. He needs the Mimikyu V trainer gallery.
Well, then you know what he's not getting?
The Mimikyu V trainer gallery.
It's not.
He's trying to complete the trainer gallery from Sword and Shield. That hit
I
is
thought he
from
already
Brilliant
did.
Stars, but it is not the
Jimmy
Mimikyu
Shoes.
V TG16, I believe, is the number on Mimikyu V.
Well, he can have that V anyway, and I can stop looking at cards. It's a good thing I had these in an ETB right next to me.
Good thing. I don't know what we would
Good
have done on
thing.
our podcast if you weren't sorting through cards for Jimmy Shoes.
I would have just been sitting there diddling with a jewel charger.
Don't say diddling.
Well, there's nothing wrong with saying that until you say don't say diddling.
Debatable.
Fiddling. I would have been fiddling.
That's slightly better, but still not great.
Can you hear my mother yelling?
I do not. My gain is turned down pretty low.
Your gayness?
My gain, GAIN, as
Can
in.
you guys shut up? I'm recording a podcast.
Oh my god! You're like John C. Riley in Step Brothers. This house is a fucking prison.
House is a fucking nightmare. Said I didn't want fish.
That's so funny, bro. But yeah, that was basically my week in collecting. I don't think I added anything else to my personal collection beyond that Gengar. Got a lot of cool stuff for stream though. That's where my focus was.
I mean, the obsidian that I ripped. What did I hit?
On stream? I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was like 7 or 8 packs. It was good. That's all I remember. Like I was pleased with the rip.
It was like surprise. I mean, it wasn't surprisingly good, but it wasn't terrible for once.
Yeah, Obsidian's a pretty easygoing set to rip.
Whenever I rip Obsidian, I wind up hitting.
Yeah, it has very good pull rates.
I started doing it. I think I bought an ETB. I got the gold Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it hits. MQ, billion stars. Whatever. I'm keeping it out so I can just send him a picture. So that's fun. Yeah, so that was my week in collecting, and your week was much better than mine.
Barely.
Got some new socks.
Sick. Socks are always good.
Dance.
Yeah. I've been eyeing up a few new things for the collection, but I've just been exceptionally busy securing items for the stream. So that's where my major focus has been. I did set aside some new like art sets in my sealed collection. So I guess that's also part of my week in collecting.
This color just dropped.
Looks like it's like the most plain color I've ever seen. That's like the sock colored.
It's not white. It's ice blue.
Oh, it looks very white on this camera.
Yeah, well, so do you.
Well, I am, unlike those socks.
That's fun. So, another thing I've been wondering.
Yeah.
Is the market the exact same as last week?
Even more aggressive, in fact, is the current state of the market.
When do you foresee it plummeting?
I
Not
don't think
necessarily plummeting, but leveling.
So I don't think it will plummet. It's already started to level pretty significantly. The meteoric rise is over. We're seeing small value cards now make huge gains, but that's easy to do. When a card starts at $3 or $5, it's very easy to jump that card 400% because that really only means it's now a $20 card. Right. So something like that we're going to continue to see for a while, but we've started to see it like leveling a little bit. Sword and Shield is in like a kind of cool down period where it's somewhat stable. And we're actually starting to see some market manipulation in the opposite direction. There was like very recently, a few days ago, there was like a big market manipulation play on the original Moon Kitty, Umbreon VMAX, where maybe 15 or 20 copies were sold on TCG Player, like all in a row, all for under $1,000. So, which is crazy because at the time, prior to that happening, they were selling for $1,700 consistently. Right. So someone just wanted to tank the market on that card, which happens pretty frequently. It doesn't happen as frequently as people driving the market up, but people do intentionally crash markets. And this is the second time we've seen an intentional crash on Evolving Skies or something Evolving Skies related. This happened to Evolving Skies booster boxes maybe 9 months back. They were like 1,000 and then someone crashed them to 700. And then within like a week or two, they were recovered. And obviously now they're roughly 1,500 market. But yeah, I don't see a plummet happening. I think the market will cool down a little bit, but Pokemon is going to continue to stay extremely popular and in high demand for the foreseeable future. Journey Together is an excellent set. After opening Battle Partners, I am very excited for Journey Together. And I think it will continue this demand that we're seeing as new people try packs for the first time. They're going to want to keep opening them because Journey Together is got really incredible artwork. Um, we
I
still
like
have
the hop.
Prismatic
I like the hop. What else did I like from that? I'm
from.
not a huge fan of the full art.
I think the full arts are the best they've done when they have the trainer in the background.
I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't
Oh
maybe I have to
man,
see
that
it
to
in
me
person.
that's like incredible. It's obviously it's all personal, personal opinion on if you like the cards or if you don't like the cards. But to me, having like N in the like behind the Zoroark on a gold card, that's the best gold cards we've ever gotten ever. Period, in my opinion.
Oh, you see what the Pokemon company said about the Zoro Gold or whatever?
No,
The error card.
no.
There's like an error card with
I
a
know there's an error card, but I didn't see what Pokemon said about it.
um yeah, I did and I I don't remember. Um
Well, so what I know about that error card is that the biggest chase in the Japanese set is the error ends Zoroark Gold, and the error is that the secret rare is printed on a gold card,
right.
so the textures
So
don't line up properly.
they had said something along the lines of like send us the card and we'll send you another one.
Huh? I would never do that.
Yeah,
I'd send
I was
I'd
gonna
send
say
them a
don't do
regular
that.
one to get the error one.
I was gonna say don't if you're listening to this and you got that card, don't do that.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Even I
terrible
know not
plan.
to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Definitely don't do that. That's funny. No, I did not hear that.
I could
But
be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I saw a TikTok of it earlier.
could be. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going around right now. There's also this new letter that was leaked, email that was leaked saying that the booster boxes of Journey Together don't come with a promo unless they're from the Pokemon Center, which
ETB?
it goes no booster boxes. So that was why that was like the whole thing with Journey Together. The Journey Together booster boxes on PokemonCenter.com came with a new exclusive Pokemon Center promo that was only available at the time. Everyone thought it was only available in the Pokemon Center booster boxes. So, not the ETB promo. There was an additional promo that was just Pokemon Center uh, booster boxes.
Booster box,
And
okay.
then the information came out that the promo is going to be in all booster boxes, no matter where you get them from. And that's kind of what that was like the narrative that everybody was running with until about 2 days ago when these emails surfaced saying, no, actually, they are exclusive to Pokemon Center. So now we don't really know. Like distributors on their websites, it still clearly states like each booster box comes with promo. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know. I don't particularly care about like the promo hype that's out there. That's something that just I never understood. Like why a card of the exact same artwork that says Pokemon Center is so much more sought after to people makes no sense to me. I would rather have it without it saying Pokemon Center on it,
Well, that's because
but
you
that's
can't
just
read.
my take. That could be that could have something to do with it. Um, I personally don't quite grasp the hype. I understand they're more limited, which is for some people a very important thing in their collection, and it is to me as well, just in different ways. So I don't see why it should matter, but that doesn't mean it shouldn't matter. There's a lot of people that really, really like those limited promos. So good for them, I guess. So yeah, we had that with Journey Together. But back to what I was saying about things tapering off, I think that we'll see like some level of calm, and what we'll end up seeing is like adjustments to the prices that make things make more sense. People are eventually going to be tired of dealing with what they're dealing with right now. Um, and once we have Journey Together, that's like in late March. So we still have until then to deal with current state, but that will bring new, fresh supply into the market. Right. And it will still be expensive compared to what we knew in last at 2024 in summer of 24. Like those prices are gone. Um, but it won't be like prismatic expensive.
Well, they're dropping new prismatic next week, no?
So then there is new prismatic coming out on the 7th, but it's not, as far as I know, it's not going to be like this massive resupply of prismatic. What we're
Which
getting
is even
are the
scarier.
yeah, we're getting surprise boxes and EV pouches. So those
Right.
are two products that
So
we already knew were coming.
go to your
Meaning,
local fight the old lady.
so I actually want to talk about that too. But those are the two products that are coming out: the EV box and the EV pouch box. And my understanding of how all this is happening is that, so like Pokemon plans out their print runs several years in advance. So
Mhm.
however many years ago they decided, okay, we're going to print X amount of prismatic, and we're going to print, first thing that's going to come out is the ETBs, the binder collections, poster collections. We're going to print this much, and normally that would be like the biggest wave, would be that first wave. So theoretically, they're printing less of these surprise boxes and EV pouches than they would have of ETBs, binder collections, poster collections, as they would just kind of be like an ancillary product, right? The thought process is 3 years ago, we're printing enough so that it'll still be on shelves, but we're also going to give people other options to keep this set hyped, right? That didn't happen. Obviously, there's nothing on the shelves. So now, surprise boxes, EV pouches, also going to get clipped immediately. What we are waiting for with prismatic is a massive reprint, which will come at some point, but it's not going to be as quick as everybody was hoping. I don't see that reprint hitting until April. I think we have to get through wave 1 of Journey Together first, then we get more prismatic, then we get Rocket, because Rocket's following Journey Together. I don't know if you knew that, but that's confirmed. Rocket's up
I
after
pay
Journey
attention.
Together.
I know it is.
So we have Rocket on the docket. We have Megas
Rocket on the
coming
docket.
back. Rocket on the docket sounded good. We have Megas coming back, and we have the 30th anniversary in 2026. So Celebrations was the 25th anniversary. Generations was the 20th anniversary. We have 30th anniversary, and who knows how big they're going to go for 30th anniversary. I don't foresee Pokemon, like you're saying, crashing or tanking or
Well, I didn't
all these like,
necessarily mean to say plummet.
I know,
I
okay,
meant
that
to
was the
say
word you
level.
used, plummet. And I know that you didn't intend for it to be like this sort of fear mongering that we hear, but that's what's all over social media. That's what's all over your YouTube page. That's what everybody is saying. Pokemon's going to crash. It's all going to go to zero. You guys are idiots for buying this. The market is too hot. And the fact is, that's just not been history.
If it
I
goes to
can't predict the
0, I'll be
future.
very happy, 'cause then I can
Why?
collect not conservatively anymore.
So, how many people do you think would feel just like you?
At least 3.
More than 0% of collectors, right?
Yeah.
So that prevents the hypothesis that Pokemon will ever go to zero. The price will level to a point where more customers are willing to buy the product, right? We'll see that
Mhm.
with Prismatic as the supply right now. We have an established market price. This is what it sells for. People are willing to pay that price. They're going to bitch and moan and complain because they can't get it at Walmart. Meh, 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 meh. But this is the price that the general market is willing to pay for this product. And it's hard to keep in stock at that price. If we made it any lower, we would sell out. If we made it any higher, it would sell a little slower than how fast we want to sell it for our plan, right? That's what every business
Right.
owner is looking at right now. So that's the issue that we're currently seeing. That will not change. It's always going to be based on supply and demand, but as the supply increases, the prices will lower. The demand, I don't think, is going to diminish anytime soon. People will get tired of paying so much, and as the supply, the aim is that as the supply is increasing, people the demand will stay because people are now paying a little bit less.
Right.
So that's kind of what I foresee happening. And there was something else. Oh yeah. So I want to address this scalper thing that everybody's talking about. I
I'm a
really,
scalper.
really,
I knew
really
it.
wish I really wish I had taken video of this. I didn't think of it until after because I'm not like a content creator kind of, like, I don't have that in my mindset. But I was at Target last night with my family. On Monday nights, we always go out for dinner because I work Thursday through Sunday for stream, and then I work Monday nights after everybody goes to bed for like all my other stuff that I have to get done. But like
I'm never
Monday,
invited.
Well, no, you're not, because it's for my wife and daughters. Monday nights we go out
Wow,
and
favoritism
we get
much?
all we get all fancied up and we go to Applebee's. This week we went to the diner. But my daughters
What'd you
wanted to go to
eat?
Target. I barely ate at the diner. I was not very satisfied with what I had. I had a fruit salad and a couple bites of
Yum,
a
yum, yum.
wrap, and it was pretty atrocious. Um,
Shout out
through
diner.
no fault of the diner, the food there is good. I just have dietary issues right now, and I have a very difficult time ordering while we're out to eat. But that's neither here nor there. The girls had leftover gift cards. We go to Target. We always shop around. I've been shopping this Target forever since I've lived in this town. I've obviously been shopping the Pokemon section forever. I've gotten to know the MJ Holdings guy, and I saw him in the store. I'm like, "Oh, what's up, dude? How you doing?" He had like just gotten there. He was like wheeling his, cart over of all his Pokemon stuff. He's like, "Hey man, how are you? We got Prismatic." I'm like, "Oh, that's great, right?" I go around, I do my shopping with my kids, and we got some groceries, whatever. We were in the store for like 45 minutes. We came back and we were going to the checkout area to go pay, and a line had formed. This is the first time I've seen a line form in the Target waiting for the restock to finish, but there was a line of people waiting to get access to the Pokemon stuff. I can guarantee you that the people in that line, this is why I said I wish I recorded it. The people in that line were not scalpers. They are you. Every person in that line is you. The same person who's saying, I can't find this because of the scalpers. You're all lining up and buying all the product. There's just not enough of the stuff to go around. The scalpers are buying from regular everyday customers who sell the stuff that they buy at MSRP. The price differential is so high from market to like MSRP on Prismatic, for example, that a scalper would make more money sitting on their ass and buying 15% over what somebody paid than hunting at every single Target. Of course, you're going to see videos of people going out and buying a bunch of a product, but the general public or the general collectors, I guess, of Pokemon are buying in much larger quantities when they find stuff at retail because it's so hard to get. And the first person in line was like literally like in her 60s, must have been shopping for her grandkids. There was like another couple behind her. They were clearly Pokemon collectors. And then there were like 3 or 4 other like parents with their kids, and they're all waiting in line to buy this Pokemon product. So I just think it's a very important distinction that the competition to purchase this product is not because
Of
scalpers are out
scalpers.
buying every product on every shelf. There's just simply not enough product for the demand that exists in Pokemon right now. And that's what creates conditions for prices to elevate above MSRP.
So
When
what
we
you're saying to me is that all I need to do is fight a 60-year-old lady, some kids, and a couple.
yeah, I mean if you like there was no line when I first got there, right? When I first saw my buddy, the restock guy starting
He
to set
doesn't
up,
consider you a friend.
he's my homie. When I first saw him setting up, there was no line. And I was
Oh
like,
man,
oh,
I'm
damn,
sorry.
Allie. Like, look at, oh, wow, they got 150. They had everything. They had 151. There were piles of Prismatic. There was a lot of really good shit. And I said,
151.
yeah, they had 151.
And you
Alakazam
wouldn't jump in line for
boxes. No,
151?
dude, I do not buy at retail shops unless I'm buying something for my personal collection. It's not fair of me to do that. And I said that to Allie, and she's like, what?
You've
Just
said
go.
that many times, I know.
She's like, go get in line. I'll take the girls to the car. I'll come back and pick you up later. I'm like, nah, like, I don't, that's not my bag. So I don't buy in situations like that because I don't want to contribute to this massive issue that people are having. Because if I go in and buy, like, for it to even be worthwhile, for me in the business that I have set up, I would need to buy everything on the shelves, right?
Right.
Like, I'm not going to buy like a single box and
Well,
great
then again,
profit
you're also
$15.
not buying it for yourself.
Right.
You're not buying it to rip it.
No, I'd be reselling it if I were buying it.
Right. And that's
And
why you won't buy from retail, which is understandable.
right.
But
Unless
you
it's
could
going in
have
my
snagged
PC,
me
which
151, and I guess I'm just not as cool as the MJ Holdings guy, so I'm not your buddy. Next time I'm at an antique shop and I see Pokemon cards, I'm not going to be calling you anymore.
I mean, the way I see it is like the people who got there and wanted to wait in line for Pokemon product, which is insane already. Like they can have it. I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't need to do that. I see
Well,
my
I'm obviously
time,
being sarcastic.
my time is more valuable. And I think people overlook that a lot too. Like you hear stories about people like spending all this time online, fighting bots, trying to get this stuff, anti-scalp this, whatever. It's like just pay the extra $4. What are you doing? You're taking whole days off work to hunt Pokemon product? That doesn't make any sense at all. You
That
know, like
sounds awesome to me.
the market condition, the market conditions are the way they are because of a lack of supply. And once the supply increases, which it will, the even if the demand doesn't decrease, the price will go down because the supply will be able to meet the demand,
Right.
which is exactly what we saw when it was, summer of last year when prices were at floor level. We were selling booster box. I was selling booster boxes on my stream for 105. I'm
Right.
charging over $220 for the same booster box today that I was selling for 105 a year ago and screaming at people, buy this now. Go
Buy
back to
high, sell
episode
low.
2, episode 3, episode 4 of this podcast when I'm like, buy the
Don't
boring
do it.
shit.
We were awkward.
So yeah, it was just an important distinction I wanted to make. Other couple things to like look out for if you're a collector and if you are interested in sealed product at all, we are getting a super premium collection or an ultra premium collection for Prismatic Evolutions. It was released, like the photos of it and everything were released. It's a 16-pack collection box, similar to the 151 UPC, similar to the Charizard UPC. My suspicion is that product will be printed to the ground. However,
What does that mean?
Charizard UPCs were printed to the ground, like a massive supply
Okay.
of the product, where they'll drive the price down to the ground, right? Charizard UPCs, you've been in the hobby long enough, right? Like, what were they selling for? Do you remember?
The Charizard. I wanted one. I couldn't afford it.
When they
Hundred
very
of them.
first came out, they were like crazy,
Yeah,
and then we
I
got
think that's when it
shitloads of
was.
them, and they were
So,
like $90. Same with 151 UPCs. You could get 151 UPCs all over TikTok for $90, and then TikTok was doing coupons at that time, so you could stack coupons on top. You end up paying like 60, $70 shipped
but
for
they're not that much
151
anymore.
UPCs. No, now, well, that's what I'm saying. Now,
Oh,
Charizard and 151 UPCs are like 200 and 280 respectively.
right.
So even if we get, that's why I'm bringing this up for the sealed collectors. Even if we get a huge supply of the prismatic UPCs, they will absolutely increase in value over time.
So just sit on it. Which brings me to my next new segment.
Sit
It
on it
is
with Zack Mo.
sit on it with Zack Mo. It is week 3. I still haven't opened the ETB,
Hey, that's great.
and that is our new segment. Thanks for joining.
How many weeks can Zack Mo go without opening a prismatic Poke Center ETB? I think
Absolutely.
I think if it dips more than $15, you're gonna open it.
No,
That's
it
my
it almost
suspicion.
it was at like 250 something, and then it went to 242. And I sat there and I looked at the price and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it yet.
I lost what 2.5%. I gotta open the whole thing,
I
take it to
opened the whole
zero.
thing. The price of
Screw
the
the other
promo card went up to
ninety-seven and a half
120.
percent.
I think it's gonna be a fun segment.
That could be fun. I think that's kind of all I got on the market for right now. It's an extremely volatile time. There's a lot of collectors that are very, very upset. There's a lot of business owners that are having a very hard time. There's a lot of
I
people who
saw a
are brand new
TikTok.
to the hobby. You what?
I saw a TikTok. So there's this I can't remember the name of the store, but there's a store in Brooklyn in like one of those, ritzy parts of Brooklyn. Um and so they made a TikTok. I seen it one day and it was the customer comes in and he's complaining about buying he wanted the guy to sell him a box at at MSRP.
Mhm.
And no, let me rephrase it. Customer comes in and he has a sealed box. He wants to sell it at market,
Mhm.
but then he came back in and wanted to buy something, and he expected the seller to sell it at MSRP, but the
Mhm.
seller is supposed to pay market for it. So that you get
Yeah,
the
yep.
conflict that was there? Okay. Then a few days later, they made the same sort of TikTok, but it was with singles. I don't think it's the same thing as singles. That's 2 completely separate. Like, if you I don't know how to explain it now because I don't have the fucking videos in front of me.
So I know who I'm almost sure I know who you're talking about. The videos that they make. They make these videos like constantly about like annoying customers that come in or like
Yeah,
different customer
yeah.
types. That some of their content's pretty funny. Some of it is like
I
a little
usually enjoy their
extreme.
content, but it was up until the singles one because they were saying they were making it a I can't remember, but they were saying that buying sealed and buying new things should be the same market for singles is essentially what they were saying. And it doesn't you can't relate that to singles.
So the thing about buying and selling Pokemon card singles is there is no MSRP,
Right.
right? It
Exactly.
exists.
So that right there
It
proves the point that
exists.
you can't relate.
Right. It exists independently and it's controlled by the free market, right? The cost of singles varies widely from person A to person B, the acquisition cost of the asset. Okay. So you may open one pack and acquire asset. Let's just say Charizard, right? You open
Which
one
one?
pack and you get this Charizard.
Which one did
Someone
I
else
get?
may the Charizard in this example, whatever Charizard you want to call it. And
Got the
person
151
two,
Charizard. Yes.
okay, perfect. You open one pack of 151, you get the Charizard. Person two opens 200 packs to get that Charizard. They paid way more for it than you did, but there's no MSRP, right? There's no price. Doesn't matter. You could open 10,000 packs to get it, and you could open one pack to get it, and the card is still going to be worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it, right?
Right.
When it comes to a product that's sold in retail settings, we have to have some kind of MSRP for the product to not be Magic the Gathering, which we can get into that sometime, but like Magic the Gathering doesn't have MSRP. There is no MSRP on Magic the Gathering items. So yeah, it's if we just erased this MSRP number from people's minds, if we had like one of those Men in Black things, it would solve the issue because people would understand that it is the exact same thing as singles. Let us, the business owners, deal with acquisition costs and let you, the buyers, deal with open market pricing. Sometimes I'm going to win and make money. That's how a business survives. Sometimes I'm going to lose and lose money. And that is something that a business owner has to factor in order to be
I
successful.
just the whole reason for me bringing that up was I just wanted to point out that it really pissed me off that they were trying to equate new product with MSRP to singles.
Right. So I understand when presented poorly that information is irrelevant, right? And it would piss somebody off. But they're not wrong in the way that I'm explaining it. You know what I mean? Like if we didn't have MSRP, singles should be seen the same as sealed. It should all be part of the open market. There should be no this is the price for this product,
That's fair. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
right? Like let the business owner worry about acquisition cost and let the consumer worry about open market pricing, and that's it. That's how the product works. That's what kind of we all agree to. If you want to take advantage of the highs, you have to also be willing to take advantage of the low or to lose during the lows. So if you want to sell your product for more than what you paid for it, you have to be willing to lose money as well. There is no market in the world that exists only upward,
Yes, there
other than
is.
Pokemon. Pokemon go up.
So is insulin.
Yeah. Ugh. But
Don't get me
anyway,
started on the price of that. A
I didn't
diabetic for
intend
29
for
years.
this to be a 30-minute rant or however long it's been about the market. Hopefully we covered information that was relevant and that people enjoyed listening to.
I think it was healthy and eye-opening. for
Yeah,
our lovely listeners.
right. I agree. I
Made
concur,
fun of you a
but
little bit. I
that's
mean,
fine.
yeah, that's what we do.
I don't
You
want to talk about the
ramble.
market anymore. Let's talk about something else.
All right. Well, then I have another question for you. I'm just shooting questions at you all night.
Oh my god, I forgot it's my turn to do this.
Have you ever looked at the stars? I mean, really looked at them?
I mean, really looked at them.
Hit me with a Pokemon highlight. I'd like to learn about something.
Ladies and
I know
gentlemen,
you just
we are going to
taught me
learn
about
about,
nothing.
let me tell you, one of my new favorite Pokemon.
Chuckle.
It's not Chuckle. This Pokemon, the lore or the backstory of this Pokemon has to be top 5 creepiest, top 5 most badass. Can't wait to buy the card in a PSA 10 after reading this. Already looked it up. Didn't find one in a price range that I liked. Gonna get one.
Can I
Super
guess?
badass. Sure.
Give me what gen?
I'm not giving you any information.
How the fuck am I supposed to guess? It's not Spiritomb. Mischievous.
No.
Am I close?
No.
Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu. Super creepy. Ladies and gentlemen, we this week are going to be covering Frostlass,
I was
which
close.
has jumped to one of the coolest, most interesting Pokemon I've ever read about. All right. I'm stealing
Ooh,
this
tell us
from
the story.
I'm stealing this from some website. I'm going to read it word for word. There are a few Pokemon with lore as interesting as Frostlass. The Pokédex claims that a Frostlass is actually the reincarnation of a woman who dies alone on a mountain. Bookmark that. We'll come back to it. And now gains sustenance from feasting on the souls of men.
So
This is
she's a
clearly
succubus.
This is clearly just a legend, as Frostlass evolves from a female Snow-Realm Pokemon that has been given a Dawnstone with no horrific accidental deaths in mind. The Pokedex is just referring to the fact that Frostlass is inspired by a Yuki Anna, which is a yokai from Japanese mythology that is meant to be the ghost of a woman. The creepiest part, get this, the creepiest part of Frostlass's lore is that the habits of the wild members of this species. According to the Dex entry in black and white, Frostlass freezes the bodies of humans and Pokemon and keeps them as decorations in its home.
I remember reading that.
It's like, that's some creepy shit.
So that can
Crazy.
almost be equated to a story of Medusa.
Um, I think the same story transcends many different mythologies.
Mythologies. Okay.
So the Yuki Anna is the Japanese version. It is a spirit or yokai in Japanese folklore. It's often depicted in literature, films, and animations. Most of the time, it's wearing a kimono. Sometimes it's a naked figure. Oftentimes, it doesn't have feet, which Frostlass does not have feet. Um, and it originates from folklore in old times, where there is a statement saying that the legends like have existed kind of forever, like before time existed itself. Um, Basically, a beautiful woman goes to visit a man and becomes his wife out of her own desire. She was reluctant to go into this bathhouse that they were going into, and when she was made to go in anyway, she disappeared, leaving only thin, fragmented, floating icicles.
Ooh,
And go ahead.
is that the card you were looking for?
That's the card that I want to buy. Now you're putting the
She's
pieces together. That's
that's
the
a bathhouse, isn't it?
that's a bathhouse. I've been calling it the Mortal Kombat Frostlass
Yeah.
forever because it looks like the opening scene in Mortal Kombat, like the most recent Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's
it
a
does.
fucking bathhouse that she's going into, which is
That's
super
cool.
cool. I cannot wait to buy this card in a PSA 10. I can because I found some that were too expensive, but I'll get it in a PSA 10 because the card is
Where's
sick.
that
It's
from?
so dark. The card artwork is incredible. The Frostlass is like peeking around a corner into the bathhouse. Super fucking cool. Anyway,
What set is that?
Twilight Masquerade, I believe.
Gotcha.
Um, so basically, there's this she becomes this crazy spirit. This is not Frostlass. This is like the legend of the Yuki-Ana.
Yoki.
Yoki-Ana. They'd
I thought you
be
said also Yoki.
oh no, yokai. Yokai is spirit. It just means spirit.
Oh, whatever.
So Yuki-Ana is a yokai.
You're a yokai. Go on.
So basically, the Yuki would come to visit an old couple on a snowy night. This is like one version of the story. And they would like go out on a journey. The old man would attempt to take her hand to stop her. And when he did that, he noticed like she was chillingly cold. And then before his eyes, the girl turned into like a whirl of snow and exits the house through a chimney. There's another story where the Yuki Anna would be standing there hugging a child, and it would ask the people passing by to hug the child as well. And when somebody hugs the child will become heavier and heavier until one would become covered with snow and freeze to death. So there's various different stories of this like yokai, this spirit, doing crazy things to freeze things to death, which is what Frostlass does, right? So other interesting facts about Frostlass. So first of all, Frostlass has 2 arms that come directly out of its head, with 3 fingers on each arm, no feet that you can see. It's made to
Never
look
noticed
like
it
it's
comes out of
wearing
its head.
what's that?
I never noticed it comes out of its head.
Yeah, the arms come straight out of its head. There's no neck. It's made to look like it's wearing a kimono and an obi. An obi is like a sash that you would see on somebody wearing a kimono, like a very huge decorative sash. So that's what that like red beltish looking thing in the middle of Frostlass is. It's an obi.
Gotcha.
It is the only the only Pokemon to exist of its typing. I'm trying to find this information real quick.
What is it, Ghost Ice?
I lost the information that I was going off of.
Pretty sure it's Ghost Ice.
Yeah, it is. That's the typing. So it's Snorunt's Ice, and then when Frostlass evolves, it's Ghost Ice. It's the only Ghost Ice Pokemon. Here we go. Frostlass lives in snowy areas and has the ability to freeze foes with its negative 58-degree Fahrenheit breath. It is thought to display its victims, we already talked about this, after secretly freezing them. It enjoys preying on handsome men climbing in the mountains, but has also been known to take Pokemon. Its favorite food is frozen souls. Frostlass is known to bring frozen prey back to the cave it lives before lining them up neatly. It also goes down to human homes to knock on doors during nights of cold blizzards. There is a legend that Frostlass will place curses on any men that misbehave. As evidenced in the Pokemon series Diamond and Pearl episode, The Drifting Snowrunt, it can create illusions to manipulate others. Frostlass is a female-only species and is said in legends to have been formed when the spirit of lingering regrets of a woman who was lost in the mountains possessed an icicle.
So
Which
you would be safe
jives
around
with
one. I
Snorunt.
wouldn't.
So Pokemon's the only Pokemon with the Ice Ghost typing. Other fun facts, there was like a sensor in the original Pokemon games when they came to handheld consoles, and you couldn't trade Frostlass without giving it a nickname because ass is in the name. So that's a fun fact. Other fun facts, that's basically it. Like,
make sure when you're Xing out of whatever you're reading, you're Xing out of the correct tab.
Yeah, I will.
Don't want to have to do this episode all over again.
Oh my god, that would be something. Basically, that's really all I wanted to talk about Frostlass. That card that you immediately pictured in your head, and I'm sure anybody who watches our stream or is in our Discord knows what card we're talking about. I guess the last cool thing is that the name Yuki means snow, and Anna is woman, so Yuki Anna is Snow Woman. So they were basically thinking that Frostlass is like Frost Lass, like Frost Woman, Snow Woman, Yuki Anna, Frostlass. Very cool. A lot of what a badass Pokemon. Really, really cool. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a pretty dope story.
Definitely top 5 for me now. I'm gonna start collecting Frostlass stuff.
I think you just turned a whole bunch of us into Frostlass fans.
Big fan
I
of
certainly am.
Frostlass.
After that, yeah, definitely am. That's a badass backstory lore.
That's what I got for Pokemon lore.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. I definitely want to start ripping Twilight Masquerade to get a Frostlass
I'm
card.
pretty sure that's what it was. I have to double check.
He's double checking. In case you were wondering.
It is Twilight Mask, yeah.
What are those priced at right now?
Raw like $5 to $10.
I meant the packs of Twilight.
Also between $5 and $10, depending on where you're shopping.
All right, so I'll just buy a Frostlass off somebody. Hey, sell me your Frostlass. Frostlass. Frostlass.
I'm pulling up TCG for
Paid enough,
Twilight.
and it doesn't sound
Loose
real.
Twilight packs on TCG are lowest listed. It looks like $5.55 a pack. Most recent sale $5.55 a pack, which is
I used to
about the
be a
same
loose
price as
pack.
the Frostlass.
Yeah, so I might as well just buy a Frostlass because I do want that card now.
Check the Frostlass market real quick.
You know who I'm sure
$6.45
has one?
market price.
I'm sure Jimmy Shoes has one. Jimmy Shoes, sell me your Frostlass.
Crazy cool artwork on this card. I have to get this in a PSA 10 now.
Yeah, it is
Anyway,
really cool card. With that, I do believe it is time
for a battle of the Pokemon or whatever we
battle
refer to it
of
as.
the Pokemon. Of you and I ranking some Pokemon.
We're gonna have to like not do any market talk for a week.
Yeah,
in order to cover other topics.
in order to talk about something else.
Yeah, the market's just like too much information right now.
Well, you start rambling.
You asked, I explained.
I asked nothing. I never asked it.
Present, share screen. Okay, here we go. This week
What are we
we
even
are
doing?
doing Fairy type, brought to you by the request of several people. But most importantly, my wife requested this, and I'd like to stay married. So we'll be doing Fairy type tonight.
Okay.
Blind ranking. 10 fairy types at random. If you don't know about the random Pokemon generator, what we do is we randomly generate 10 Pokemon in a row and blindly rank them 1 to 10, best to worst or favorite to least favorite.
Default. I don't know.
And we'll be starting with Klefki. First Pokemon is Klefki. 9 remain.
Okay.
Next, we have Azumarill.
I'm not going to like this list. I can already tell you.
There's some cool fairy type Pokemon.
There's some.
Mime Junior.
Get them.
Mime Junior, number 3. Number 4 is Fezandipity.
That's fairy type?
Apparently.
Okay.
It's probably fairy poison.
Mm-hmm. All 3 of those are poison.
Hatterene.
This list is going to just like end up being default.
After Hatterene, we have Fluttermane.
Okay.
After Fluttermane, we have Granbull. After Granbull, we have Clefable. After Clefable, we have Magearna.
Hold on. Slow down.
Hurry up. More like it.
Yo, my freaking phone's being a dumb bitch. After Clefable is who?
Magearna.
I don't know how to spell that. Okay.
Just write Maggie.
I wrote Mag.
And last but certainly not least, Tapu Fini.
Well, this list sucks. You ready?
I'm ready, bro. Starting with 10.
Yeah, who
Klefki.
do you have? I have
Instant.
Tapu Fini.
Instant 10. Klefki's so dumb.
I saved 10 like an idiot.
When I saw Klefki, I was like, this is a toddler's chew toy.
That is.
There is nothing that is going to be worse as a Pokemon.
I put Tapu Fini at 10 because it was literally the last thing I had.
Although I think Klefki has like a fairly important role in the world of Pokemon.
It opens doors.
We should do like a Klefki week. See if it's actually cooler than we think.
Okay. What do you have for number 9?
Number 9, Maggie Magerna.
I have Klefki.
Fair.
Number
I
8.
Magerna to me is like, yeah, weird, dumb Pokemon. Don't like Magerna. Number 8, Mime Jr.
I have Magerna. Magerna.
All right, so we're like, similar here.
Yeah, so far your 10 is my 9 and so on and so forth.
Right.
Because my 7th is Mime Jr.
I got Hatterene.
Okay. The next one screws
I
it up.
no,
Number 6,
I have Tapu Fini.
I have Azumarill.
Okay, so the only one we're off on is Hatterene and Azumarill. Everything else was in that bottom 6.
Right. Number 5, I have Hatterene.
I have Clefable.
Okay. Number 4,
I have Azumarill.
I have Pheasantipity.
I like Azumarill because Azumarill
I
has
don't
some
hate
really
Azumarill.
awesome artwork in Neo. And
I
that's how I
should have
make a
put
lot of my
Azumarill.
decisions.
I should have put Azumarill higher. I wasn't really thinking
Yeah,
of what
I like
could have came
Azumarill.
up. Number 3,
I have Pheasantipity.
I have Granbull.
And I don't hate Pheasantipity either. Pheasantipity is like
It's all
pretty
right.
powerful.
Out
And
of
I
out
think
of the 3 of them, I think I like Pheasantipity the best.
I like
Monkey creeps me
Pheasantipity.
out, and I hate Okidogi.
I like Pheasantipity the most of the 3 if we're not counting card artwork, because I think Okidogi's art rare in Shrouded is incredible.
Hate it.
I like that card a lot.
What do you have for number 2?
Grand Bull.
Flutter Mane.
All right, close. I have Fluttermane at number 1.
I have Clefable.
Are you
Because it was the only safe choice.
So are you secretly like a Gengar fan, or what's going on with that?
No, don't ever tell anybody anything.
I like Granbull a lot. I put Granbull up high on the list. I think Granbull's a pretty cool Pokemon.
I
He's
had
kind of like
higher
a
hopes for Granbull, like in the games and shit, but it's just not that good.
yeah, but he's like kind of like punk rock and pink and a dog. Granbull's cool.
Punk rock pink.
Fluttermane got the number 1 spot because it clearly has the most fun name to say.
Flutter Mane.
If there was going to be a Pokemon that was a rapper, it'd be Fluttermane. All right.
That's debatable. Now do 10.
Whoa. Who else? Wait, no. Debate it. What other Pokemon is more set up to be a rapper than Fluttermane?
Name wise, I don't know off the top of my head, so I'll come back to me on that one.
No, it's not debatable. Fluttermane is the answer. They would rap
Debatable.
like
Think
Buster
about it.
Rhymes does.
Jigglypuff. Do
As a
10,
rapper.
not 6.
Wait, what are we doing? A battle party from 10.
Oh no, 15.
Battle party from 15 fairy types.
Fully evolved.
Fully evolved. All gens, default form. 15 types. I'm going to read them out, and then we're going to make a battle party. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. First Pokemon, Tinkaton. Second Pokemon, Shiinotic. Third, we have Florges. Fourth, Pheasantipity. Fifth, Tapu Bulu. Sixth, Granbull.
Loudred. Loudred would be an awesome rapper. Go on.
I'll concede. That's an excellent point. I was not thinking of Loudred. Where was I? Granbull. After Granbull's Diancie. After that's Tapu Lele. After that, we have Klefki, Mawile, Zacian. Didn't know that. That's dope. Screamtail, Carbink, Clefable, and Comfey. Make a battle party. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
6.
I'm done.
Me too.
And I'm whooping your ass.
I highly doubt that.
All right, let's go with who we for sure both have. We can cross out Zacian.
Yep.
Clefable.
Nope.
Dumb. Tink.
Yep.
Pheasantipity.
Yep.
All right, after that, I'm less sure.
We'll continue with who you have.
I have both Tapus after that.
So do I. So the only thing we don't have together is Diancie and Clefable.
Diancie and Clefable. Diancie's gonna
Diancie's a
shatter
mythical.
under the massive
Mm,
tankiness of Clefable.
Diancie is a mythical Pokemon, so it's Beast.
Yeah, Clefable takes.
That's
Let us know in the
highly,
comments.
for once,
Let
that's
us
actually highly debatable.
let us know in the comments. Clefable v Diancie. Who takes?
And now let's run it outside of Fairy. Everybody.
Let us know what you guys think in the comment section.
I'm pretty sure Diancie takes.
15 Pokemon, all types, all gens. Here we go. We got to make another battle party here. We have Pyroar,
Male
Simipour.
Pyroar. It's important.
Yes, male Pyroar, Simipour, Ninki Minjaj, Braviary, Alomomola, Magerna, Crocodile, Muck, Disguised Mimikyu, Hero Zamazenta, Rhyperior, Ludicolo, Gouging Fire, Indeedee, Salazzle, and Blissey. That is your party.
Nope, it's not our party. That's the 15 we have to choose. For
It's
our
a party of 15. You have to create a battle party.
Whatever. We'll make you a battle party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is not good.
6. Mm, mm, 6.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right, I'll take him, but I think I know our final two. We're gonna be fighting against each other. Go ahead. You
Always
first this
fighting
time.
with each other. Muck,
Yep.
Zamazenta,
Yep.
that entire row. Rhyperior,
Yeah.
Ludicolo,
Nope.
and Gouging Fire,
Yep.
and Blissey.
Yeah. I have Braviary.
Oh, Braviary. Oh,
Flying.
Braviary might win. Because ground moves are ineffective against flying types.
Champ is here, baby.
For once, I have to concede you won that.
I needed a flying type.
Unless Rhyperior. Whatever. You won that one.
Yeah. I did.
You took Ludicolo, though. I'm surprised. You usually never do. You did last week and this week.
I didn't take him.
Oh, wait.
You did.
Who did you take then?
Braviary v Ludicolo.
Oh, then why am I thinking Rhyperior? You lose.
I have Rhyperior.
Oh, you lose. Ludicolo wins.
No way.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's been another episode of The Collective. You heard it here. Zack Mo said I won.
Yeah. No, I only said you won when I thought it was Rhyperior versus Braviary. I don't know why you didn't say Ludicolo's not ground type. What are you talking about?
I just heard you say. I just heard you say you win. I'm like, yeah, champ is here, baby.
And then I said ground type moves are ineffective against flying type.
I don't know what you were talking about, bro. You talk out of your ass the whole time.
No, I don't. I'm very intellectual and sophisticated and cultured.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany and leather-bound books.
I have a. Yeah. I'm not gonna go into a whole Anchorman rant.
San Diego.
I am a man who built a wheel. You're just a woman.
I'm in a glass cage of emotion.
So that was fun. I definitely won that last one.
Whatever, bro.
Because, all I do is win, win, win no matter what.
All I do is win. Oh, is that Flutterman?
No, that's Loud Red featuring
Flutterman. Loud Red. It wouldn't be Loud Red. It would be Loud Red.
That's why I keep saying Loud Red.
Loud Red.
It's pronounced Loudred?
His rapper name would be Loud Red.
Yes, but is it actually pronounced Loudred?
I would imagine. It's one word.
I don't know. I think it's Loudred.
Loudred. I smush all words, bro.
I'm from the East Coast. You also fucked up the Cly score.
I did. Just because I smush all words and say them the way they make sense, the way they look. Like, how do you say, did you eat yet?
Did you eat yet?
You even get an extra syllable over what I would say.
Did you eat yet?
I just say Jeet yet?
Did you eat yet?
Yeah,
Well, you're
Jeet
just
yet?
saying you. You're just saying you eat yet?
No, did you eat yet? Jeet yet? Jeet
Did you eat yet?
yet?
Now you're speaking a whole different language.
Nah, bro. If I said that to you, you would know what I meant. Jeet yet?
Yeah, I had ramen.
Perfect. See, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why I would say
That's what I'm
loudred,
saying. You
not
know what I'm
loud
saying?
red. That's too many syllables.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming and listening to
Know what I'm
another episode
saying? What are you
of the
taking a nom
151
census? Count my nom sayings?
Collective. Usually I'm the one who rambles while he's doing this. Um, like, subscribe, comment, hit the little bell on YouTube so that you get dings when we post new videos because everybody
Yeah,
likes
do
to
that.
do that. Did you eat yet? Do that. I've been Zack Mo, aka Jewel Charger.
And I've been Collector, aka Roland Pedal Switch.
Rolling pedal switch.
See you next week.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.